Hello, Adam Laurie here again, talking everything addiction related. Today we're looking at, are eating disorders and alcoholism related in any way? Now, when you look at alcoholism and eating disorders, both are a compulsive behavior. You know, someone using alcohol is using alcohol to suppress something, to change the way they feel about something, to block a kind of emotion, and to fill a kind of a void that's missing in their life. When you look at someone with an eating disorder, whether that be bulimia, anorexia, binge eating, restrictive eating, they're doing it to control something in their lives, something they are wanting to take control of. Now, someone with an eating disorder, they have very distorted views about their physical appearance. Someone with a drinking problem will have distorted views about themselves in a more kind of mental visualization, kind of emotional. I mean, they're both very similar. They both have a compulsive behavior. Okay, so they're linked in that way. The thing is, when someone says, you know, why don't you eat properly, to someone with an eating disorder, the problem with that is it can be very difficult because you cannot go without food. You cannot live without food, and food is everywhere. Where with alcohol, you could say that, well, you know, you don't need alcohol to survive. So you can stay away from it, you know, if you have the right support and the right kind of willpower that goes along with that, you can stay away from it and survive. But with food, it's everywhere. You have to go shopping, you see food everywhere. You see people eating food everywhere. You know, you have to buy it. You have to eat it. You have to consume it. So in that way, eating disorders can be a little more tricky because you cannot live without food, and that obsession, that compulsion to overeat or even restrict and control it is pushed even further. So, you know, are they related? In some ways they are, because, you know, like I said, it's that compulsion. One uses to suppress. The eating disorder uses that to control the physical, you know, the physical control they have over themselves. So yeah, they're both an addiction. You know, they're addicted to how they look with the eating disorders. They're addicted to controlling the weight that they put on, the shape of their bodies, the way they present themselves to others. With alcohol, it's really a kind of, they get addicted to feeling better about the situation that they're in. You know, it's about suppressing the emotions they have about what they've experienced and that pain, that inner pain that they're going through. Both have very strong emotional core issues and core root causes. Okay, so they often come from an experience. Eating disorders often come in early childhood or even early adulthood. But obviously they can come later on in life. Alcoholism is often to do with some kind of traumatic experience they experience either in childhood, in early adulthood, or again, in later life. So it's a way to change that emotional perception that they have about themselves. So both use each thing, the eating disorder and the alcohol, to change, to control that emotion, to control that. But obviously the eating disorder is they're trying to control that physical look. They're trying to control that to make their own feelings about themselves feel better. Obviously it's a difficult one because both have a cycle. You know, they restrict or they binge to control how they look, but they never feel satisfied. Okay, so they go around in that circle. The one on alcohol, it's like they drink to suppress, to lower their anxiety, to raise their confidence, but then afterwards they feel more anxious, more depressed, feel worse about themselves, so they drink again. So both have a vicious cycle that goes round and around and around. And to get off that cycle, it's important to get good support systems around you, to really have people around you who understand what it is that you want, understand what it is that you need, and to help you through that. You don't have to go through something like that on your own. So, you know, having that support network around you is very important, the right people. And if necessary, seeking a therapist that has experience in helping people with that, to get you through that, also to give you some coping mechanisms, to give you some advice and to help you through that journey. You know, when I'm with clients, whether it's alcohol or eating disorders, hypnosis is my method of helping someone through that, to access the subconscious mind so that we can change the thought processes and behavioral processes that come along with consuming alcohol or restricting or binging on food. So it changes the behavioral and the thought processes that you have towards alcohol or food. So thank you for listening, guys. And if you want to share this video, please do. If you can give it a thumbs up, that would be appreciated as well. And until next time, you can see my other 2 videos as well. So yeah, till next time, guys, take care. Bye.